binoculars and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Sergio Busquets as the Barca veteran is reportedly disappointed with President Laporta over not receiving a renewal offer yet. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, as it has been reported by English sources that FC Barcelona still remain interested in re-signing their former striker in the summer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Sergio Busquets' future has been a hot topic throughout the past few months ago. Why it was taken for granted that the Barcelona midfielder would leave the club at the end of the season, the Barca coaching staff was keen on retaining his services. That led to Busquets' dialogue with Xavi Hernandez, tempting the midfielder to soften his stance and be more open to a prolonged stay at the Camp Nou. However, according to RAC1, it appears Busquets is disappointed with Joan Laporta, the veteran midfielder who had made his mind up about leaving Barcelona but had to hold back because of a request from Xavi, is yet to receive a renewal from the board. RAC1 claims that Busquets' entourage cannot understand why there is still no offer on the table for his client, even though the player has made it clear that he is open to listening to offers from the Catalan entity. This comes in the midst of reports suggesting that Barcelona have tabled a renewal offer for Sergio Roberto, another Barcelona captain who has his contract expiring at the end of the season. Reports even claim that Roberto has agreed on a renewal and is set to prolong his stay at Barcelona at least until 2024. But as far as Busquets is concerned, the player is yet to receive any proposal, which has left him disappointed at the board, including President Joan Laporta. Although Busquets had initially changed his stance and showed interest to stay at Camp Nou, the lack of offers means the midfielder is open to a move away from the club as well. To that end, he is listening to offers from abroad, including MLS and Saudi Arabian clubs. Al Nassr, the club that signed Cristiano Ronaldo earlier this year, have reportedly approached the Spaniard already, offering him a whopping €18 million per year contract with full tax exemption. MLS giants Inter Miami are the other contender to sign the Barcelona veteran as he looks to decide his fate in the coming months. Sergio Busquets' future still remains a hot topic of discussion. Barcelona have still not yet tabled a formal proposal, and the player is reportedly not happy about that. He is angry with Laporta, disappointed about that. I think if that's the case, it will be a good ending, isn't it? If Barca can just delay things like that and maybe he changes his mind to leave. Honestly speaking, I'm not a fan of Busquets' stay, like how many fans of Barca are. It's all about Xavi Hernandez trying to force things, of course, saying that Busquets still has a lot for him and so on and so forth. Because it was widely expected that Busquets would depart the club, Busquets himself was more open to a move than to stay at Barca. If not of manager Xavi, he could have been leaving to the MLS because, he has the links were already there ever since. But from the way things are going right now, he might stay. But now that Barca have not even still offered a contract proposal or an offer, the player remains frustrated, and this comes amidst a time when Barca have offered Sergio Roberto his own contract renewal offer, of which Roberto has agreed to the terms, but Busquets has still not yet received his, and according to new reports, he is disappointed with the Barca board, including President Laporta. So, if it happens that Barca won't be able to cope with those two players who earn so much in a club, I think they should not force things. I think they should not force things. Right now, they are still having a lot of issues with their financial fair play. And to accommodate all these high-earning players will be a problem, will definitely be a problem. I think one of the reasons that Laporta is still delaying to bring his renewal offer to show to Busquets is because there are a lot of things at stake, a lot of things. When we talk about the financial fair play rules in La Liga, right now, La Liga have even gone to court again regarding the registration of Pablo Gavi. So there are a lot of things, and I think certainly one of the factors that are slowing the Busquets renewal offer is because of that. So it's still a very, very complicated situation, and it might still make Busquets frustrated while waiting and decides to just end his future and leave Barcelona ASAP. So it all remains to be seen what happens in the near future. Barcelona still trying to sort things out to ensure that they are in line with their finances, because it's very important for us to do that. Going against the law will be so disastrous. We see what is happening to Man City after about 10 years of investigation. We just hope that we don't have such scenarios. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona completed a fair few exit operations in the summer as they offloaded the likes of Francisco Trincajo, Samuel Umtiti, Sergio Dest and Clement Lenglet. The Catalans were also able to seal a move away for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who joined Chelsea for around 12 million euros. The Gabonese centre-forward signed for Barcelona in January last year as a free agent and immediately became a Camp Nou favorite. He ended the 2021-22 season with 11 goals in 17 league appearances. However, after the arrival of Robert Lewandowski, Aubameyang found a place on the bench more often than not and was eventually sold by the club due to the economic problems. He was signed under the management of Thomas Tuchel, who was sacked soon after by Chelsea. His replacement, Graham Potter, has not quite, grown fond of Aubameyang, leaving him on the bench often than not. The striker was excluded from the Chelsea's Champions League squad as well, which opened the door to exit rumors. MLS club Los Angeles FC are interested in acquiring him, but the player does not want to leave Europe, according to Matt Law. The English journalist claimed that Aubameyang feels he can still earn a place among the top clubs. Interestingly, Barcelona seem to be interested in him for the summer. The Catalans do not have a backup option for Robert Lewandowski in the number 9 role and had considered signing Aubameyang in January. However, La Liga rules prevented a return from materializing. But the veteran forward could be back on the agenda for Barca for the next transfer window. However, AC Milan and Atletico Madrid are also keeping tabs on the player and could make a move in the summer. Now 33, Aubameyang does not quite have a lot to prove in his career at this point. However, much like when he signed for Barca initially, the Chelsea attacker is evidently determined to cement his legacy as one of the best ever in his position. Whether a return to the Camp Nou comes to fruition remains to be seen, especially as Barca are also working to sign Vitor Roque to strengthen their attack. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.